So it's there. I'm almost there. 15. Something
All right.
like that.
So this is okay. However, if I was in your position and I was gonna be trying to play like a song that, I kind of knew it, but I didn't really maybe know it, and I was looking at the tab and stuff while I was doing this, I would chunk this up. Okay, instead of trying to play it all the way through like that, I would take the first block that we have here, and I would play that, and I would play that multiple times until I felt comfortable playing this section.
And then one section at a time, right?
Yeah, kind of like one section at a time, right? Until I
And
sort
with
of
the right beat.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're just playing the notes.
So let's start with that first section, right? And just try to
Okay.
play it.
And that's where I block already. Okay.
Nice. Let's play it again, right? Feel a little bit more comfortable with that? Maybe one more try, one more time.
Maybe.
Much better there. Let's head to the next section here, which we repeat twice, right?
Non, c'est 15. 17, 15. 18. Okay.
Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Let's
One
play
more
it
time,
let's play it
maybe?
a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, see, now that was much better. Then one more time.
Oh, sorry. Let's do this again.
Right on. Let's try putting the beginning and that part together now. Let's try playing both lines, both little sections.
Voyons. Ok, je recommence.
Nice. This part repeats twice, by the way. Let's head over to the third part right here. Let's try that new
Step.
section. Right, so let's do that part a few times.
Size.
Which finger should we use on this?
Which finger? I think it's the ring finger for the 16.
Yeah, ring finger plays the 16, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's try one more time.
So, are you saying that I should use a... No. It's the major, right? That's using this 50?
The middle finger, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it's major in
Well, major actually means something in music.
yes, minor and major, right?
Sorry.
It's a
So,
major mistake.
so like, but you see why we want to use that finger?
While we are using the the middle finger, yes, it's very comfortable.
It's a lot more comfortable because if you use the ring finger, you'd have to stretch these fingers wide
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
stretching, these fingers, which could stretch a lot further. And
yeah.
there's
It
also
makes
because
sense.
there's a space in between that sort of makes sense. And
Okay.
stretching these two are a lot easier as well. Perfect. And it just lines up there with the ring finger playing that 16. It just lines up nice and perfectly like that. Especially this song, like we're trying to learn these finger positions. What positions are more comfortable to play with these sort of scale patterns, with the finger shapes and whatnot. What fingers are good combinations for each other? Let's try that one more time. I felt like that was better, but still not confident. I want confidence in the play.
I'll build my confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot more confident there. So now let's play it again from the beginning and just kind of go through this whole thing here. Play that twice.
Oh,
All right, good enough. Can we do the last part? Triple 17.
okay.
Close.
24, 24, 22.
There we go. I'm
Yeah.
just curious, are you comfortable doing alternate picking or is that not comfortable for you yet?
What do you mean? What do you mean by alternate
The
picking?
pick going up and down, both directions?
Yeah. No, the last time you said just go down all the time.
Mm, I did?
We can change that.
That was for maybe a different song.
Okay.
This one
So
is
I just go up and down all the time.
usually you want to go up and down most of the time. It just kind of depends what the situation is, but this one is a good one to do alternate picking.
Okay.
Let's
Let
let's
me guess.
yeah, let's try that last part again there. We could switch it up to
Okay.
alternate picking now.
You're funny. So it's set.
Hmm. So are those the right fingers?
What's that?
Are those the right fingers for that?
17. Okay. 15.
Right, right, right. Now keep in mind that these 17s, even though they're at the end here, they're actually supposed to be at the beginning over here. So there should be a triple 17 here.
Okay. I can do a triple.
Hmm. Those fingers there.
What's that?
Do you see what's happening with the
The
fingers?
wrong finger again?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Will do.
Sometimes Siri likes to step in on conversations.
Oh, I couldn't I don't, yeah, I didn't realize it could understand my voice on your phone. That's pretty powerful. All right. Oh, it's triple.
Nice, that was perfect. Let's try it again a couple times. We'll get really confident with it.
Okay.
Perfect. Let's mesh that with the previous 17, and then we'll combine both 17 sections here. Right on. We can start from the beginning and play all the way through now. You got it. It's good.
Got it. And then it's the triple there. Right?
Mm-hmm. Sweet, that was really good. By the way, do you think you could just push your camera up a little bit more just so I can see where you're looking?
Oh, you want to see my face now?
Yeah, I'd like to see just a little bit there, so that way I can just kind of see, you know, because I need to sort of know whether you're kind of looking at your fingers, whether you're looking at the tab.
I'm doing both.
Yeah, okay. Did you look at the tab that time when you played that?
Yes. Yes, I did.
All right, let's go ahead and hide the tab. Let's try it again.
Oh, you can hide it, but I have it on my other screen. But I will hide it to be careful. There you go. It's not there.
Okay, let's go and try that. That's good.
I'm not sure after that.
It's pretty easy, right?
Did I get it? Yeah.
Yeah, we used a little bit of the fingerings slightly off, but still pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Okay.
Let's head on to the next section over here.
Okay.
So this is gonna be like a an octave shape. So 10 and a 12 there. These are pairs that go together. 2 notes at a time. Let's go make that shape right there.
So
10th fret on the 5th string and a 12th fret on the 3rd string. It's going to be 2 fingers down just like that. Exactly.
like that.
Yeah, and go ahead and play the ring finger first, then the index, just like bam, bam. Excellent. So what you see there's an octave shape. You know what an octave is?
Octave?
Octave, that's right.
It's an 8.
That's right, yeah. Like in music, you know what that means, all right?
Yes.
All right, very good. So essentially that's an octave shape. So those are the same notes, right?
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yes, obviously.
All right. So just kind of remember what that looks like. It kind of looks like a square. It's like 2 across, 2 down, right?
Okay.
That's really important because what we're going to play for the rest of this little section here are all octaves.
Oh,
This is
that
the
makes it easy.
Yeah, this is the first octave. Now what you got to do is just follow the bass note here. Just go to the 12 now.
Okay.
Just shift up 2 frets. Yeah. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's play both of those two. 10 and then 12. Nice. So we moved up 2 frets there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move down to the next string. All right, so string 4. Just go and take that shape and just move it down a string. Yeah. And now try it here.
But this is a 15.
Yeah, it is a 15. Go ahead and try it. Hear what it sounds like. Man, that doesn't work, does it? Why do you think it's a 15? Why do you think that's... And which finger should we use?
Maybe it has something to do between those 2 chords here.
Yeah, do you know how the B string is tuned slightly differently?
What
Did you know about that? The B string, the 2nd string, is tuned a
Yeah.
little bit up. A little, I think. Yeah, up, down, I don't know. It's tuned a little differently.
Okay.
So when we play on the B string, all the cool little patterns that we see on string, 6, 5, 4, and 3, all of a sudden it's like, here's the patterns on 6, 5, 4, and 3, and then bam, now it's the pattern on string 2 and string 1. It's like shifted over like this. All right, so
Okay.
unfortunately, if it was all like the same tuning, it would be straight up and down like this. That would be really nice. Because then the patterns would be super easy. You just see it all right there. It's super nice and easy. It makes sense. But for some reason, it's like this. And so now that we're on the B string, we have to shift up 1. So instead of using the same 2 fingers there, now you have to use the pinky. So you're going to be 1.
Use
12,
the pinky.
15.
So I keep the same shape, but I use this instead.
Yeah, it's like the same shape, but it's shifted up 1 on that string.
And it's 12, 15.
12, 15
Okay.
there. All right.
Okay.
Cool. We're going to play that one twice, by the way.
The 5, 12?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to 10, okay, on the same string. So we just kind of shift on that string back to 10. Yeah. And play that one twice. All right. So let's kind of go through those four again. We got 10, 12,
Yeah.
and then 12, 10.
Okay.
All right. This was with that shape. And you're only going to do these once. And on the next string, we're going to do them twice. Starting on that one. And going to 10. Very good. So there's one more, and that's going to be on 9. So just shift 1 more down on that same string. And that's the last one. Perfect. So this actually... Yeah, only 1 time there at the end. This is actually going to repeat twice. So let's go back to that first 10 and just do the pattern again.
And a 12, 9.
1 more. Yeah. Very
There
good.
you go.
You kind of remember this section from the song. I don't know if you remember the song. You know how it goes?
Well, it was pretty fast, and I was pretty impressed. So no, I don't remember the song. Ding, ding.
Yeah. And then we come to this weird little part here. So we're gonna do that thing twice, but keep in mind the first time you're gonna play the first pair, 10 and 12 right there. You're gonna play it one time. The second time around, as you can see here, you're gonna play it
Oh
twice.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the only difference between those two parts. So, let's just try playing it 2 times. 1 rep on the first one, 2 reps on the second. That's the whole second
12
section.
down once, and then 12 the second time.
It should be pretty easy to do this.
Oh yeah.
You got it. Keep going.
Okay. I had a blank for a moment. And then twice again. And then twice again.
Okay, that was pretty good. Let's try it again. I want to make sure you're pretty confident in playing this.
Okay. That doesn't sound right. Oh, see, now I lost all of my confidence. So 12 and 14.
You're in the right spot there.
Okay.
Not quite.
No, huh?
We got to start on 10.
It's 10 and 12. Okay, I was looking at the wrong place. Got it. I got it.
Very good. Now just do the same thing again, but just the first chord twice. That's actually the second chord.
Oh shit. Sorry.
So 2 times here, 2 times on that one. 1 time here, and then 2 times. Okay, that was good on the second. When it was good confidence there, although we did have a mistake. So let's try it one more time.
Yes, I fully agree with you. So 10 and 12. Okay.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, so let's kind of do from these 17s over here, and then over here to this part.
The transition.
Yeah. Let's do both of the 17s, so like part 1 and then part 2 of the 17s. So, yeah. You got the ring finger, right? Right. Nice, that's pretty good. All right, let's start from the beginning and let's go all the way to what we got now. Now we got one more part left. It's a long song. It's pretty tough. But it's not that difficult to play physically, right? It's just hard to memorize it.
Yeah, it's scary, but once you get through it, it's not that bad. Everyone, please remember that. Okay.
Nice. Gotta repeat that part one more time.
What?
We gotta repeat that 18 section one more time.
The repeat on the 18. Okay. So let me start it again.
Yeah, it's good to do it twice because, you know, everything that you do twice is like the first time it's kind of like it's kind of like when you put your foot in the first foot in the water and you're like testing the waters a little bit, and then you're like, okay, let me put the second one in. So you feel a little bit like more confidence. Double check, basically. Check once, check twice, double check. But
Okay.
just happens to be there.
I'll double check.
Okay. This is good. This is good.
Okay. Right?
Mm-hmm. Let's try those last four notes again one more time. Very good.
And
Very good. Okay, we got one more section left. I got a quick question. Are you still thinking about numbers as you're playing this?
we But the more I practice and the more I remember the sound with the location of my fingers on the guitar.
Nice, nice. Yeah, we want to try to avoid thinking about numbers. If anything, you want to think letters, but even then, that's only in certain situations.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're thinking about letters, that's gonna be a good thing. That's essentially the reason why I created a whole sort of music theory strategy, sort of a way to look at the fretboard memory techniques. So that way, you know, you weren't thinking about numbers, you weren't thinking about shapes, you were just thinking about letters. And when you just think about letters, well, you're gonna remember the fretboard a lot better because you're thinking about the letters as you play. Everything you play, you think about the letters. I was like, okay, there's got to be a way to do this, right? Indeed, there is. We'll get to that.
It was an exercise that I was just thinking about the letters. I really liked it.
You were doing that?
Yeah. when we were like just going with all the
Oh
chords.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember that.
That was awesome. Yeah.
That's one of the things that That's probably one of the reasons. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like once you start thinking only letter, then you start to really see what the guitar looks like. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense without the letters being there. If you're just playing the shapes, it still doesn't really make sense. Like, yeah, you can kind of see the shapes, but it's like, why does the shape look like that? Well, it's because the letters are arranged in that pattern. See?
Yeah.
So we'll get to the letters. We're gonna do in this thing. I think.
In a year from now.
Um, maybe in a few months. Maybe in a few months. We'll see. It just depends. It
Okay.
depends. These last few things are pretty easy. I think. Hopefully. So anyway, let's do that last section down here. Starting on the 13. The good thing is this one actually just repeats twice. So you don't have to. Actually, should I have us do this the same way the song? I think it maybe, but I don't know. I think it's okay this way. It's not a big deal. It's just a difference of whether you play it with a specific rhythm or not. And if you really wanted to play it like the rhythm of the song, you could play it like the rhythm of the song. But the way that I have it here, it's a little easier to remember. It's already kind of difficult. Although I don't know, maybe it should be a little harder. Maybe I can make it a little harder. Questions needing answering. Let's start with the 13 over here, and
Okay, I'll follow your lead.
we'll just do it this way for now. So 13, 15, 17. It's on the second string here.
So this one is going up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so once we get to that 17, we're gonna do that the little bouncing back and forth, like 1, 2, and 3. I'll try that. Remember how that goes? Dun 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 dun.
Okay, no, I didn't listen to the song, so
Perfect. We
right?
finish with the middle finger on the 15 right here.
Middle on the 15.
Perfect. So let's do that first little piece a few times. Da 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 dun da dun da dun da. Nice. That was good. One more time. Nice. So let's go to the second part, and that's gonna be with your pinky. You're gonna start this 17. All right, we're gonna head up the string now. On the first string, 13, 15, 17. All right, so let's play that again. Nice. Double that 17. Well, let's try it one more time. Nice. So from that 17, we come back down to the 13. Double 13. So let's try that again, the whole thing there. Nice. Back to the 17 here. And then back to the 13 here. Again, double. Okay, so you're going to have... Yeah, and then finishing on the middle finger on the 15 there again.
Nice. So can you sing it?
Da, 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 da.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna I'm gonna square these double notes because it's good to see. You're gonna have 3 doubles. You have the 17 and then the 13. Nice. Let's try it again. Good. It's pretty easy there. So let's try to do it without looking.
Without what?
Without looking. Look at your fingers.
Oh, I'm looking at, okay.
Yeah.
I'll look somewhere else.
Definitely want to look at the fingers.
I'm not looking at my fingers.
You definitely want to look at your fingers.
Oh, I do? Okay, I'll
Yeah.
look at my fingers.
You just don't want to look at the tab.
Okay. 7, 13, 13. No numbers, I'm sorry.
We're gonna head to the pinky there. It's good to think fingers. Instead of numbers, you could think fingers. Like, which finger should I use? So we're starting on the pinky. We're gonna go up to the pinky, come back to the index, another pinky. You can think about the fingers and how they correlate to the frets that you see there. And the dots.
Okay.
Right, pinky there,
So
right?
the doubles are either on the pinky or the index.
Exactly. Yeah. See, now that's a way better way to think about it. It's either on the pinky or the index versus thinking it's on the 17 or the 13. It's on the pinky or the index. See, now that like you have a connection to your fingers. If I say pinky, you know what I'm talking about. If I say 17, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I was trying to memorize the melody.
That's also a great way to do it. You mean you have all these different memory tactics that you're gonna have, so you want to access all of them.
All of it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Perfect. And I'm sure that you can also feel how it feels to use those fingers in that situation. The shape that you're making with the fingers, the patterns that you see, because again, you're using these 3 finger combinations. So, you know, when you see that, it's another way to sort of think about it. See, all these different things you can just kind of, it's like when you're climbing a mountain and you have all those little things that you can grab onto when you climb. All these little things are there. You just have to reach out and sort of grab onto them for a moment. And then in different contexts, in different situations, one of those is going to be sort of what pops into your mind at that time. Maybe another thing here, maybe another thing there. You see what I mean?
Yes, and that will stay forever.
Hopefully. Unfortunately, our memories don't really work that way. But
Oh.
the more anchors that you have, the longer you're going to retain it and the faster you're going to learn it. But if you only try to look at it one way, like numbers or usually that's kind of, or you know, reading tabs and stuff, that's usually where people tend to start. That fades very quickly, and unfortunately we can't remember numbers very easily at all. If I ask you to memorize a sequence of numbers, you're gonna have a really hard time with that. But if I ask you to memorize, like, you know, which finger you might use for something, you probably remember that a lot better.
It comes back. Yeah.
All right, so that was the whole third part there. We can just play that twice, and that's going to be the whole third part. Let's go back to this part. Let's play it one more time. Part 2.
We go where?
I'm going to call this part 1 here and part 2 here. So we'll play part 2 one more time, the one we just learned. Nice, and then part 1, let's try that one. That starts on 13.
Yeah, I don't remember the part 1.
Yeah, you see, when I say it starts on 13, yeah, you can remember like one number maybe to start it off. But from there, you should now think, what does it look like to move forward? You know, you got to use the 3 finger patterns like this, 1, 2, 3. So
Yes.
now you know that. And then you want to think, oh, well, it's pinky index, pinky index, pinky index. I'm no longer thinking 17, 13. I'm thinking pinky index, pinky
Okay.
index.
Thinking that-
Starts on 13. Let's roll up from there. So you're rolling up. Now, hopping back and forth. And ending on the middle finger. What does it sound like?
Okay. Voyons.
One more time.
I don't remember.
You're gonna hop back and forth 3 times. Dun 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 dun. Exactly. See, when you hear it and you see what your fingers are doing, you remember the shapes and you remember the hopping back and forth, the pinky index. You're no longer thinking numbers here now.
That's correct.
You can remember your first number, 13. Let's try it one more time there. Perfect. And you can see the
I
dots.
remember what you're saying to me.
So now we're going to go to the next part, which is now on pinky. You're going to have to slide up to pinky there. Roll up the string.
Yeah.
You got to roll up the string.
I remember the double, so
Mm-hmm. Right? Exactly. See, just remembering those double notes, double notes, double notes. Bam, now you can remember it. Let's try it again from that pinky. Nice. Okay, one more try there. We almost had that, except there's only 3 double notes. Start on the
Okay.
pinky. Right, go up.
so is there a double right away?
Not right away, right?
Oh, okay, that's
it's a little
why.
later.
Okay.
Excellent. So let's
Got
keep
it.
switching back and forth between those two parts, part 1, part 2, part 1, and part 2. Just one time each should be okay for now. Okay, part 2. Good, part 1. Part 2. Back to part 1. We're gonna do 3 hops. 1, 2, 3. And then very good. One more time. Perfect. You see how I let you get away with mistakes on these ones without really trying to make you fix them yet?
Without fixing what?
You see how I let you get away with making mistakes without telling you to fix them yet?
Okay.
Did you see that?
Um,
It's important to note that, if you're making small little mistakes here and there, there's a difference between trying to learn something and memorize it, and then trying to do an integration. You know what an integration is? It's kind of like if you've
blend it with what's supposed to be.
yeah. So it's okay. You already memorized those 2 parts somewhat reasonably, but now it's time to put them together. So what might happen is, even though you've memorized it, you might make a mistake on part 1. You might make a mistake on part 2, but I don't care, because I know you know how to play them right. I'm not going to tell you to stop and fix it in mid-play. You see?
Yeah, that's very nice.
What's better to do is to just play part 1, part 2, and then part 1, part 2 again, part 1, part 2. So you switch back and forth between those 2 parts, and it'll fix itself. You'll fix it yourself. You know.
Okay.
Because I don't know. It's kind of like this. When we're trying to smash 2 parts together, and maybe at first it doesn't quite fit right, but you keep sort of banging at it, and then eventually it kind of meshes together properly. You see, but it takes a few times. It's not going to fit the first time. It needs to sort of blend in a little bit better. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Hopefully I can mash them together.
Yeah, it's like you're meshing something. So again, the first time that you attempt these integration exercises, I expect mistakes, but I'm not going to tell you to redo that first section. I may have you do it twice, but and then 2 times, it's a great way to do it. But if you're just doing one time, it's very possible that you're going to make mistakes on both sections. Mistake. But because we're focusing on a different type of technique, you got to realize that the reason why beginners tend to struggle is for 2 reasons. What are they?
Why people are struggling?
Beginners. Why do beginners struggle?
Uh, we always start from the beginning,
Yeah, so
and
let's
then we try one sequence after, and we get very good at the beginning, but
yeah, that's definitely, and if we were to describe that, not a specific type of problem, I mean, but more of like a general statement, what would be a general statement about beginners? Not a specific problem, but a general statement about what you just said there.
I'm not sure I know exactly what you're looking for as an answer.
Okay, so essentially beginners don't have very good memorization strategies.
Okay, yeah.
That's sort of the
This
problem.
is true, and then I get overwhelmed,
Yeah.
and the interest is no longer there. But once you go through the each parts independently, and then you start blending them together,
Right.
then it becomes easier, and you realize, yes, I can do that.
Yeah, so that's why I try to describe some of these strategies that I'm sort of using on you. I'm having
Yeah,
you
yeah,
use these strategies, but you may not be aware of that strategy that I'm using, like that tactic that I just did, which is like, okay, well, you played that. I saw you made a mistake, but I'm not gonna have you fix that yet. And you do the second part. You made a mistake. I didn't tell you to fix it. You did it a few times back and forth, and now I'm telling you sort of what the strategy is. It's an integration strategy. It's a meshing
Oh,
strategy.
is
It's a
that the statement
strategy.
you were looking? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so beginners need to learn memorization strategies.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and the other part of why beginners struggle is pretty obvious. Why do you think beginners struggle with guitar?
Uh,
It's hard to move your fingers. It's hard to play
it's too much.
physically.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so physically difficult to play, and you don't have good memorization strategies. So those two problems are big barriers for beginners.
Yeah.
So
I,
that's
I think I'm getting better with the fingers.
yeah. As you play more, one way to definitely increase your physical technique really easily. What do you think it is?
Practice, practice, practice.
Okay, but what does that have you do? What happens when you practice, practice, practice? What are you
Uh,
accumulating?
Experience
Sort
and
of, but can we put a specific number on it?
a number?
Uh-huh. How many notes have you played on guitar in your life?
It depends how you look at them.
Every single note that you play, you're
Yeah.
adding to your note bank. Like, I've
Okay.
played, 1,000 notes. I played
Yes.
10,000 notes. I played 100,000 notes. I played a million notes in my life. Once you've
Yes.
played several million notes or several billion notes of your life, you start getting pretty decent. It doesn't really matter whether, you know, what you're doing. You're getting pretty good because now you're just adding to the note bank. You see what I mean?
Note bank.
The note
Okay.
bank. So
Yes.
so that's what I get beginners to try to do. I keep having you play it again and play it again so that you keep adding to the note bank. You keep accumulating that number of notes that you've physically played in your life.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And what's cool is that once you get faster, your note bank increases even bigger because
Yes.
you played more notes in less period of time.
Yes.
So
So I'd like to accumulate my note bank in a very short amount of time.
yeah, and that's why yeah, definitely. And that's why we do those finger exercises
Oh yeah.
those two finger legato ones like these, because these make you
Yeah.
play a lot of notes in a very short period of time.
That's right.
And why I have you try to go faster and faster, and why I try not to talk as much, because when we talk about things, a lot of students some students were question askers who they would ask questions and ask questions, but they would never play and they wouldn't get good.
Well, I think the trick is to play outside of classes.
That's also
I would
really
rather,
important.
yeah, I would rather grasp as much as you can tell me, and then practice it outside.
Yeah,
Then you have
you
my
know,
notes back.
yeah, exactly. For me, I would rather have you guys play. I got to tell you a little bit. I can't not talk because I got to tell you these strategies, and hopefully you can understand it. But 80%, 60 to 80% should be just like, you practicing nonstop. All right, so let's keep going. Let's try to continue putting these two things. That's why I try to get you guys always to just keep playing, because that just makes you better and better. Let's try adding these two parts together, part 2 and part 3 together. If we could do that. In fact, let's try part 3 again. I want to make sure that you remember this one.
Yeah, I already forgot. So.
All right, we start on 13.
Oh man.
And we're going to do some bounces. The pinky. I'm going to roll up the string. Nice. Well, we have to finish that. How do we finish it?
I don't remember. It's like,
What's the last note? Middle finger?
After this?
Middle finger. Not that string. That's the one. Let's try it again. Perfect. And you notice those cues I gave you. I didn't say any numbers. I said roll up the string. That's what I think about it. Roll up the string. And then bounce with the pinky and the index. End on the middle.
And
no numbers. The only number I gave you was 13. So you got to start somewhere.
Yes.
See, you want to keep thinking about these different ways to look at it. Now, part 2, we start with your pinky. I didn't say anything about numbers yet, just pinky. Where should we put that pinky?
I know the pinky goes on the 17th.
Exactly. You know that it's supposed to go there because we've already seen the finger shape. So that shape stays consistent. So you start on pinky. Now you're going to roll up the next string. Now I said roll up the next string.
I don't remember.
Roll up the string, and then we start with double notes, right?
Okay.
What does roll up
Now
the
I
string
can
mean?
remember.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. No need for numbers, right?
No numbers.
Nice. All right, let's try it again there. One more time, that ending, because you got to play the ending twice anyway. All right. Roll up the string. Double notes. And then on the middle finger. Perfect. Now, we're going to part 2. Remember that one starts on the 10th fret with the octave shape and the ring finger. Now some doubles here. Nice. Then we start the second round. We're gonna have to start on the 10th fret again.
Oh, this one. That's what I keep forgetting. So can I go from
Yeah, think about what your last note was, the 9, right?
Yes.
See, it's
that's
gonna
the
be
link that
right
I'm
next to it.
missing. Okay, well, I do this, I do that, and
Yeah,
then
you
I
could
go
do it like
down
that, exactly,
here.
just without playing anything. Perfect.
And then I go
Shifting
there,
down.
I go up.
Nice.
And
And then you're
from
gonna
there-
basically start right there. You don't have to go up because you're already on 9, 10, right? It's almost there.
I just go up.
Just go up a little bit and you're there.
But you know, because I need to slide down and then go up like
A
this.
little bit. It's almost there. It's basically that same spot. You don't need to go up to 12. You don't need to slide a lot. Just a tiny little bit. Because remember, the last note's 9, and then the first note's 10. So it's like you just move up one box.
Okay, you're thinking about the index finger.
The index finger is the one you got to follow. That's the most important finger. Forget the other finger.
What's that?
Forget the other finger.
Oh yes, they
Yeah,
are no longer important.
Yeah.
So I take this and I bring it up.
Yeah, exactly. Bam. And then you're there.
Okay. All right. So let's do this.
Very good. Now, section 3. Let's head into that.
So I go all the way to
Fret 13
13.
with your
So
index.
from there, I go there.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can remember that number 13 there, because there's no other way to think about that unless you think
Yeah.
unless you think C note.
so
Nice. Start with the pinky and roll up. Nice. We got to do this twice.
oh,
All right, we're going to end this with a little chord down here, 8, 9, 10.
yeah, this is not relevant to the song.
What's up?
I don't understand why this is there, but
The chord?
okay.
Well, we're going to end it somehow.
I find it funny. What is this doing there?
Yeah. It makes it sound cool.
Okay. All right.
Have you
so,
tried it?
this,
8, 10, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10? Yeah, right there.
this is
Gonna give it a little strum.
so this here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yay! See, it works.
Woohoo!
All right, so that was pretty good. We
Wow,
got
I
this whole
went for
second
everything.
part. Let's try it from the beginning. Actually, I like starting from this point here, the 17. I think it's a very significant portion of this thing. But hey, you know what? Let's try from the beginning and see if you can go all the way to the end. Let's just go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens.
I can do this. I think it's this one. 14. Ouais, je pense que c'est ça.
We have to do some octaves here. Where's the first octave?
Okay.
Alright, so last part. Pinky. Nice, one more time there on the end. Very good.
have this.
Yeah. Hey, that was really good. You played that whole thing. That was very, very
Yeah,
good. Nice. We
yeah.
can
Thanks for your
definitely.
memory tricks.
Yeah. Were you thinking about numbers any that last time when you played through that thing?
I thought about the numbers just for your last note.
Just the last chord.
Yeah,
Yeah, I figured. I mean, because sometimes you have to think about numbers, but yeah, I mean, it felt like you weren't thinking about numbers because you were playing it so smoothly. Generally, when you play things smoothly, um, you're just remembering how it feels and what it looks like and what it sounds
yeah.
like.
I was singing the song in my head.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, how it feels, what it looks like, what it sounds like. You're using your actual senses, right? You're using your sight, you're using your ears, you're using your touch,
Yeah,
and
and the trick about the position of your finger on the frets, like I like your 13 and your pinky. I got it 13 instead of the index though, because I know that the index goes on a 13. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so I'm still thinking a bit about numbers for each part.
Well, at least it's less now.
I think
And
it's right.
at least
Yeah, yeah.
you're using other senses too. You're using like other strategies as well. That's
Yeah.
that's what the key is. All right. So we're definitely gonna put another point on this. Okay.
Oh,
We
just
need
one?
just one for now.
No, no, you should have one more for my memory skills.
um, if it was a little bit faster, I could give you the five. See, the five is
Oh man, it's torture.
the five is if you can do it really well without the music, without like really well without the music. Because this is five for without the music, and then five for with the music. See, and so we're getting better. We're getting almost to that five. If you can play it nice and smoothly all the way through without the music, definitely a five. Try it a couple more times.
Why is this? No, I would like to disagree with this one because you only had one check, right?
Hmm.
And I think it's way much better. Like the last time I had three checks and we just did the first little parts.
Correct.
And today I did all the
Fine,
songs.
fine. All right, fine. We'll put it
It's
at
still
five.
extra checks.
It's definitely good, but we have to practice a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, a couple more times, and then we'll see
And
if you
we're talking
can.
about practicing.
Yeah, we'll see if you can play along with the song and stuff. We can get another 2 points
Okay.
on here.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, well, because technically scores, in my book, kind of follow a logarithmic curve. So kind of looks like this here when I score things, because you can get pretty good in the beginning parts, but then at some point it's gonna get so much harder to get that last point, you know,
Yes.
because yeah, that's why I tell you, hey, when you get sevens and eights, like you're in a really good spot here. If you're trying to go for nines and tens, it's gonna be like way harder to do that. You gotta put so much more time into so much more practice to get it like perfect that it's not really worth doing that until later, until you know the best strategies so you can do it quickly. It's all about knowing the strategies. Anyway, so I know sometimes the scoring doesn't make too much sense, but hey, what can you do? I don't have any specific criteria. So let's try it a couple more times, right? And then let's see if you can even play it along with the song, right? Let's see,
Okay.
right? From the beginning, we could do it.
So you want me to start the song?
Yeah. Yeah, it's up to you. If you think you can play it with the music right now, then definitely you can go ahead and try that. If you need a little more practice, play 2 or 3 times or something without it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think at least one more practice of the whole song, and when I will start with the song, I will go in a slow motion.
Nice and slow. All right, let's do that.
Okay. No, I need to see it again.
I don't think so.
Yeah? Was so can you at least confirm that I was on the right track?
Yeah, you were definitely doing things right.
Okay, so I'll study it again, making sure that.
All right. If you want to, keep in mind, a good strategy is to play each part twice, but, you know,
Oh yes, I forgot about that. To double check.
double checking is good.
Okay.
So this part right here, the
Yeah.
ending of that part, let's try that part again. Back to 18 there.
The 18, yeah, it's like I know this.
Just slide down. And we're going to keep our hand in that position, so you got to finish it like that. Couple more notes.
I start on the 18 there, right?
2 more notes, though. Not done with it. Yeah. 2 more notes.
I'm blocked.
One more note, one more note, one more note. One more note.
Is that a good one? No? No, after that.
2 more
it's
notes,
18.
2 more notes. So we're not playing enough notes there. So it's a da dun 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 dun.
Okay, so it's a.
There you go. But we moved the hand there. We don't want to actually move the hand.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah,
it's
one more try. Excellent. One more time. Very good. Next section. Only 117. Follow the dots. Nice octaves.
Just thought about number there.
Do you see the double dot? Instead of thinking numbers, you can think about how things look like in terms of those dots. See that double dot right there? So if you look at the second string, you're just one up from the double dot. That's another way to put the number 13 into dot context.
Okay.
We're in the last part right now, right?
Yeah, I was looking for that 13.
Yeah, so instead of thinking 13, it's one up from the double dot.
One up from the double dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? And when you said, hey, I was thinking about numbers back then, well, again, think it's 2 dots or 2 spaces down from the double dot, because you have to,
Yeah,
that's
like
10.
my little finger is there, so I just need to remember my finger was there, and then I just.
Oh yeah, you could also think of it like that, right? Where in terms of finger context, where you just played, that would be footsteps in the snow, that you could see where your footsteps are in the snow. That's another way to sort of look at things.
If it's not too windy.
Or it's kind of like Tetris or something, where you're putting pieces together.
Okay.
So one up from the double dot, and
Look.
Well, now we're on part 3, so we got to start there.
So where do you want me to start?
We're on part 3, the last
Oh,
part.
the whole thing?
The last part. Right? Remember the last part?
Okay, I will start here where I...
All right.
Can I do the second part of
Yeah, okay,
the
second
song?
part. So again, when you start the second part, you're going to be thinking it's 2 spaces down from the double dot. You see where it's 2 spaces down from the double dot with your index finger there? Instead of thinking
Yeah.
10, it's 2 spaces down from the double dot.
Okay.
All right, so that's where we can start. Nice. Part 3 starts right there, 1 up from the double dot. Very good. I'm going to roll up the string. Do some bounces. End it with the middle finger.
Yes,
go.
okay.
Alright, we're going to repeat that. Okay.
This one, I'm thinking about that one dot on the
Dot on the middle finger?
middle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely how you can think of that. It's also kind of the ring fingers, also 2 spaces down from the double dot.
Oh, that's
That one's
too
as well.
much.
Yeah. I don't know. That one there, the last chord, a little bit strange. So
Yeah,
let's.
but it's like the dot is right there, so I just put
Yeah,
the
yeah.
middle.
That's good.
So I don't have to think about which string do I need to reach as well.
Yeah. Now, I can tell we still probably need a little more practice to play along with the song, but
Yeah,
let's at
yeah, you're
least
correct.
maybe try it once, right? Let's see if you could do this at like 0.65 or something. Let's see.
Likewise,
little tough.
I don't expect the perfect.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. But the good thing is this is the hardest song of this book, so everything is just going to get a little easier from here. It's kind of a sneak preview of what we're going to do in next book.
You're saying it's a good preview for the next book?
Yeah, because, I mean, this is almost like what you might find in the next book.
That would be fun then.
Difficult stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm ready. Because especially with you make it very easy.
Very easy.
Oh, it's still way too fast.
All right, how about half speed? Half speed.
Oh man, that was at 6.5.
Yeah.
That's awful. I need some time for my. I need some time to practice on my own before I can show you. Yes, I can do this.
All right, let's give it one shot. Let's see.
Oh, I
And
put
we'll
it
do-
at 0.4.
Oh, okay. And then we could do maybe a couple more times without the track, and then be okay.
Sorry. Okay, I had a mini blockage there, but I'll be fine.
The beginning's a little weird.
Yes.
The timing. Nice, nice. Yeah, sometimes when it's going really slow, it's kind of hard to hear what the rhythm is, right?
Yeah, well, it's kind of the first time that I'm hearing it also.
Yeah. All right. You think you can try it at 0.5?
Yes.
Yeah. When it goes a little bit faster, it's easier to catch on to those rhythmic sections.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right on. That was really good.
Not too bad.
See, now we can definitely say this is at least a 6 here.
Oh, yay! Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's getting much better. You were able to play that half speed, so it's good. Just try to practice this a couple more times, and I'd suggest to go back to the 2-finger legato and try that a little bit more. See if you can get that to 300 speed. That would
what
be.
I've been practicing is also the Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah, that one's okay to practice too.
Yeah, what I found is when I practice that, the sound, even though I know where to put those fingers very, very quickly, actually, but it doesn't sound good.
Oh, probably because of the strings. Like
Yeah, the
ringing out and
position of
whatnot.
my finger on the string is not precise, so I hear a lot of tuk, tuk, tuk in between or other notes. It's like it's not it's not fun to listen, but it's fun to play.
Yeah. Well, okay. So yeah, anyways, so this is a good picking exercise. This is a good finger exercise, and this is just it's a good song to keep kind of working on right now. We're doing good on that. The next couple of things should be pretty easy, I think. Well, I threw in some hard stuff here. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Oh, this was really, really hard. Everything's gonna be super easy. The last song, super hard. Good luck with
Okay. So it's like the other expression.
Final test.
Yeah, or you get the ice before the cake or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you get a flower before the pot falls on the ice.
Is that a saying?
It
Yeah.
looks like it, right? It's like, oh, I'll give you all flowers and then
Oh
suddenly
yeah, definitely. Well, this is to prepare you for the next book, because it is gonna be a lot harder. But we still got a ways to go, so doing good. Congrats. That was pretty easy. You got this down pretty quickly. Nice.
Yeah, thanks. I'm very happy that I'm over with.
Uh-huh.
and on a with satisfaction, on a good note.
Yeah, definitely. All right, very good. I'll see you around, okay?
Okay.
Nice.
See you next week.
Sweet. Have a good week. Peace.
Bye.